Would you like to show them my plums? These are in season at the moment, Philip.
Yeah.
Plums.
Good to know.
So there's damsons, there's green gages.
Lovely plums, Jamie.
And we're going to be. We have some Spanish sausage over here.
Lovely.
And we're going to be. Take 5 is about best friends.
Yeah.
So Phil, you've got plums, puff pastry, vanilla ice cream. We've got cinnamon and maple syrup instead of sugar. Delicious.
That all sounds good.
We have got salmon here. If you would like to put the salmon skin side up in this pan.
Skin side up.
So think coming home from work, guys. Cold pan. We're going to put it in the cold pan.
In now?
We're going to break the rules of normally go skin side up to get crispy. Go flesh side down. We don't need any oil. Natural oils will render. And the second one, gorgeous. So lovely omega-3s and gorgeousness. Now, the whole thing about 5 is about best friends.
Yes.
So we haven't got the ingredients to kind of prove things that shouldn't work to work. It's all about best friends. So if you would like to just finely slice this chorizo sausage, you can get them in the supermarkets.
I would never have thought chorizo and salmon would... I don't think I've ever had that together.
Surf and turf.
When you say finely sliced, do you mean like that?
That's perfect. What you did was perfect. So give me half that sausage, my darling.
Oh, my gosh.
So we've got basil. We've got smoky spiced chorizo. Now, things like chorizo, of course, have a lot of ingredients in them. So that's one ingredient working really, really hard. And then lovely tomatoes. If you go into supermarkets now, you'll notice here, and the lovely Holly's going to do all the hard work. Supermarkets will sell whatever you buy. So if you just buy the same tomatoes every week, then that's what they'll sell. And just have a look. There's lovely yellow ones,
half a
orange
sausage?
ones.
I think that's half.
Yeah, I think
more?
that's brilliant. You've been very generous there, darling.
Good.
So we've done that bit of prep. Just push it to the side. Yeah. Then I'd like you to half and/or quarter these cherry tomatoes, depending on their size.
Do you do them like that way?
I don't mind.
Okay.
I've been travelling around Italy for the last 2 years, learning from nonnas, and what I've learned is kind of rough and ready and uneven is kind of, that's where the flavour comes from. So embrace the nonnas, Holly.
Okay.
Embrace the nonnas.
I can do that.
Nonna?
Italian grandmother. I have a
Italian
nonna.
But thank you, that's good. Yeah, older people. Yeah. I've been cooking with 90-year-olds mainly for the last year and a half.
What's been the best cooking tip you've learnt off one of them? Sorry, that's really hard, isn't it?
I think, you know, trying to buy local, simplicity.
Yeah.
And I think what I've learned from the nonnas is just you don't need to be a chef to create the best food in the world. So hence hacking it up rough and ready and uneven. So look, if we look in the pan now, it's had 2 minutes. Now notice in the pan, if we can get a lovely close-up, we will use the Phil cam. We are now in the food.
You're very honoured to use that yourself.
Yes, this is called the Phil cam because he likes detail. Look at his face, he's so into this. And now I'm going to flip that salmon. And we're going to cook it for the rest.
You can see all the oil that's... Oh, look at it shrink.
No oil. That's omega-3s right there. And you can see how heat is affecting the cooking.
It's like
let's
going
have some
up
light.
and down.
So you can see how it's... I'm going to turn the heat up now. So let's just turn that up. Here we go. So crispy skinned salmon.
I don't mind you coming in here and cooking, but don't touch my camera.
I know. Well, yes, I will get you on the next one.
Was I meant to do all of those?
You can do. So look, we're going to quickly just marinate these tomatoes to bring the best of the flavour out.
Okay.
So halved, quartered, even these little red ones here, I can even squash. Like that. Now, if you would like to season this with some salt and pepper.
Yes.
And Phil, if you could drizzle it robustly and romantically with olive oil via the means of your Phil pan.
I think salt on a tomato is one of the greatest things in life.
Well, it kind of macerates.
You need this.
Yes, please. From a height, with an erotic delight. That's beautiful, Philip. And a little swig of red wine vinegar. And a nice pinch of salt and pepper. Now give it a little toss-up, my darling.
Do you think I've put enough salt in there?
What did you do?
Quite like 2 sort of...
Yeah, a little bit more. It's delightful. But not too much, because we're going to use black olives. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to squash...
Excuse me.
...the olive. Now, olives, people love them. You only need, like 8 or 10 olives for this. A little makes a massive difference.
Seasoned
now,
enough?
if you buy the olives with holes in them, they're never going to be good. Good olives always have pips in. Right? If they have holes, they'll be briny, they'll be almost cooked and solid.
Yeah.
And actually, we're cooking live now, guys. This is going to come together in the time of our little demo from nothing, from cold pan.
Yeah.
So, Holly, using the cross-chopping method, which is this, it's very safe. This is the first chopping technique that I taught Buddy at the age of 5, guided, of course. It's very safe.
One hand down.
Yep. Never bend your fingers, always like you're doing. It's perfect. So just chop that up until you make your own tapenade.
I've got to go quite a long way
And it's going to be delightful.
I just said I've got 3 minutes now,
Yeah,
just so you know.
That's fine.
I'm not pressuring you in any
No,
way.
no, you're...
Because I know you've got a second recipe.
Well, I have got a second recipe, but, you know, I kind of... Well, let's just... While that's doing its thing, if you turn that salmon in, like, 30 seconds on the other side...
Yeah.
And that's done...
Is that enough?
Lovely, Holly. And then we'll go in with the chorizo. Philip, if you can put the chorizo in. If the lovely crew can come over here...
Put it in?
Yeah, here I've got a cooked dish. Yeah, straight in there, mate. So now just imagine that salmon. Natural fats coming out. That can go in there, sweetheart, with a little olive oil.
Thank you.
Natural fats come out. The smokiness comes out of the chorizo. Phil is going to kind of jiggle the sausage around in the pan in all those fats to get it crispy. It becomes crispy very quickly. And I don't want to cook the tomatoes. It's almost like a warm salad. That's beautiful. So you've made a little tapenade there, basically.
Give it a stir.
Yeah, absolutely.